tell me more about this Russell Vought guy, because if he is sort of the intellectual architect of it, tell me about his background, his philosophy, and how he has imbued this document or this blueprint with his own ideas.
So Vogt's an interesting guy because he comes from this sort of traditional conservative, socially conservative, fiscally conservative wing of the Republican Party, and he worked for Phil Gramm in the Senate. He came up through these traditional channels. Doesn't seem like naturally a Trump guy because he is so socially conservative. But he got into the first Trump administration, and he found himself really frustrated by what he saw. He saw civil servants he felt who were obstructing Trump, but he also saw political appointees who he thought were lazy or who were rhinos or who were trying to obstruct Trump for whatever their ends were. And he didn't want that to happen again. And so he designs Project 2025 as a way to have staff who would be on board, who would be trained and ready to go, and as a set of methods to sort of drive through that opposition and to bring about the Christian nation that he says we should be and were founded as.
Were you shocked? I know you've read bits and pieces before you wrote this book, but when you read it in its totality, what was your reaction in general as just an American citizen in terms of what they were trying to do?
I was amazed how radical it was. I mean, this is just a program for all of society. And they want to change so many basic things. They want to change the way your children are taught and what you get in classrooms. They want to change the way you interact with your healthcare providers. They want to affect really everything, every part of life. And I think I hadn't realized that. I mean, I remember reading through it and I kept walking out of my office to my wife, like, you won't believe what I'm reading here. Can you believe they're saying this? And I think it is, it's important to understand just how systematic it is. And that's what I didn't grasp until I read the whole thing. And what I hope I can convey in the book.